I will explain about stack data structure, stack operations, and stack applications. Then first of all, I will discuss about stack data structure. What is stack? What are the operation of the stack? Why we use stack concept in data structure? Then I move on to the next slide. I want to ask you one question. Please tell me. Observe the lunch box below. The boxes are filled up one on top of the other. Then can we access the second box directly without removing the first box? The question is clear. Can we remove the second box directly without removing the first box? Yeah, is it clear? Then is it possible? In real-time example, it is possible. Then if you want to open the second box, you must to open the first box. Otherwise, we can't directly open the second box in this diagram. You can see over here, then how we can access? Can we access directly? Or can you open the directly second box? Is it possible? Then it is not possible. Then first we can open the first box, and then you can open the second box, because it is also example of the stack. Then we can see the next slides. Then this is a simple question you can ask anybody. Then is it possible to remove the second box directly without removing the first box? It is not possible. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Then this is the one of the example for the stack we can learn in today class. Then what is stack? Stack is a linear data structure in which the elements are added or removed at one end called top. Are you understand the statement? You can insert and remove the element at the top. Is it? Are you understand? Stack follows LIFO principle. LIFO stands for last in, first out. Or else, which is also called as first in, last out. Philo, you can also call it as philo. First in, last out. Generally, we could use the stock principle is LIFO, last in, first out. It is also possible. Then the stack behaves like a real world stack. Files of books or files of boxes or stack of plates. They are the simple example of the stacks. You can see here, this is the one of the example of the stack. Their stack of boxes will be there. There are arranged one after another. Here in this example, can we access the first box directly? It is not possible. Then you can remove the top element. Then after that, you can remove the third, second, as a fourth, third, second, then only you can able to access the first one. For example, if it is a first, it is a second, it is a third, it is a fourth. Because if you want to remove last box or accessing the last box, it is not possible directly. Before that, you can able to access or remove fourth box, third box, and second box also. Okay. Then you can see the stack scenario in the real life example. In order to access the second box, we need to remove the first box. Already just now I discussed about that concept. Similarly, in order to access the third box, we need to remove the second box, because if you want to remove the directly third, if you want to access the third box, if you want to remove the first box and second box, here we can access the second box, we remove the first box. You can see in below diagram. Okay, if you want to access the second box, this is called as the second box. Then first box has been removed from the box, isn't it? Then here the piles of boxes are arranged one on top of the another, which follows last in first out principle, which can be represented by a stack. Because you can see the stack scenario in this diagram. Here I want to access the second box. Then first I removed the first box. Then I access in the second box. You can see in the diagram itself. You can easily understand. Then what are the operations are performed by the stack? Then there are mainly three operations are performed by the stack. Then push operation, pop operation, and peek operations. The pop operation, which is used to insert the data into the stack. Then pop element, pop operation called when you remove the top element from the stack. Then peek, if you want to retrieve the top of the element, top of the stack, then you should able to call peek. Peek, by using the peek operation, just if you want to know which one is the top element of the stack, then you can invoke the peek method or peek function. Got my point? Then next slide, I will explain you one by one with examples. Then you can see here push operation. When you insert an element in your stack, then operation is called as the push. If the stack is full, then overflow condition occurs, which means that it has certain condition. How many elements do you want insert? Before that, you can put the condition. If you want to insert 10 elements, or if you want to insert 5 elements, okay, before that, you can give the maximum elements to be inserted into the stack. When maximum size is exceeded, we can't insert the elements into the stack. Yeah, push operation involves addition of element to the top of the stack. Because how do we insert the element into the stack? Through top of the stack. You can observe that in this diagram, whenever the element has added to the stack, the top element has increased by 1. Each and every operation, the top element value would changes. Then first, you can see the diagram. The first diagram stack is empty. You can call the push operation. Push one element is going to insert into the stack. Then previously top value should be -1. You can see over here. Whenever one element has inserted, the top value becomes 0. Then again, I invoke the second push operation. At that time, I want to insert the element second 2. Then whenever the element has added into the stack, now top value has incremented by 1. Now top value becomes 1. Because recently, which one is the top element in the stack? The 2 is the top element. Then again you called push 3 and push 4, because 2 times you called the operation. First 3 operation can be performed. Then the value should be increased by 1. The top value should be increased. The top value becomes 2. Then whenever the fourth element has added into the stack, the top value becomes 3. Now which one is the top element here? You can see in this diagram, the 4 is the top element. The recently added element is called as the top element. You can observe that. Then I will move on to the next slide. Continue slide. Whenever you add fifth element to the stack now becomes full and no more elements can be added into the stack, because before that you given the size of the stack, the size of the stack becomes 5. You can able to insert the only 5 elements, because whenever the fifth element is added, the stack 5 elements is added into the stack. Then whenever the sixth element is added, which shows a message, the stack is full, because we can't add the sixth element into the stack because we given the size as 5. Then next slide you can see how the push operation is performed. Push 1, element 1 has inserted, push 2, then 2 has inserted into the stack, push 3 and push 4, push 5, because each and every time you can observe that the top value is increased by 1. Then when maximum size is exceeded, then which shows a message stack is full. You can see once again the top value is increased by 2, top value is increased by 3, then top value is increased by 4. Then when top value becomes 5, maximum size is 5. That's why stack is full. You can see the animation of push operation. Did you clear? Yeah. I move on to the next slide. Then push algorithm. Then check whether stack is full or not. If the stack is not full, then you can able to insert the element into the stack. Then as well as the top value is incremented by 1. Whenever the stack becomes full, you can't add the element into the stack. Just I wrote the algorithm. As for that algorithm, you can write the program. In the next class, I am going to implement the stack operations using the arrays. Then as usual, you can see the pop operation. The pop operation is used to remove the top element from the stack. First time, you can invoke the pop operations. Which one is the top element? 5. Here, in this diagram, which one is the top element? 4 is the top element, because which has removed. Top element top equal 3. Then here, after that, here 2 times pop is called. Then at that time, it will be deleted. It will be deleted. Whenever first time you call the pop, 3 will be deleted. In the second time, again you called the pop method or function, the 2 will be deleted. Then how many elements are there in the stack? Only 1 element. What is the top value? Top value becomes 0. Then whenever you call the pop method, which remove the top element from the stack. Here I called pop operations 3 times. 3 elements has been removed from the stack. 4, 3, 2. Then it has only 1 element in stack. Then I move on to the next slide. Yeah. Again I called the pop operations. Then what is happening? Because stack again here 1 element has been removed from the stack, because there are no more elements in the stack. Because once again, if you call the pop operation, then what it shows? Then it shows stack is empty, because whenever top value become -1, the stack is empty. You can simply put the condition when you invoke the pop operation. If top becomes -1, the stack is empty. Otherwise, we can invoke the pop operation. Got my point? Yeah, this is a simple example. Then this is the, you can see the pop operation algorithm. Check whether stack is empty. Before you removing or you call the pop operation, you check whether stack is empty or not. If the stack is not empty, you can remove the top element from the stack. Again, the top value is decremented by 1. Just I wrote the algorithm. Please check it once. Then As per that algorithm, we can write the program. Then stack applications. There are many scenarios in real life where the stack is being used. Every student can use the internet. In internet web browsers, the address of the recently visited sites are stored in the stack, because whenever you visit the site, which will be stored at the top of the stack. Whenever it displays, the recent visited site will be displayed first. Are you observing or not? Every time you visit a new site, the address of the site is pushed to a stack of address with help of the back button. The previous site we visited is popped out. This is a simple example of the stack application. Whenever the URL you visited, website you visited, that will be stored at top of the stack. Recently browsed URL or website stored at the top of the stack. Then another example is here. The clipboard in Windows uses two stacks to implement undo and redo. Yes, all of you can know that. Then undo operations and redo operations. Control Z means only what it happens, the recent item will be comes. You can't come when you perform the Control Z operations, it can't be displayed the first and second. Okay, which display the recently visited ones. Recently changes the in either Windows or whatever it is. This is also simple example of the stack applications. Got my point? Thank you. If you like this video, subscribe my channel, because in today class I explained what is stack, what are the operations of the stack. Then also I discussed what are the applications of the stack. There are many applications are there, but I written only some of the applications of the real-time application of the stack. Then in the next class, I will going to implement the stack using arrays. That is the program I'm going to write in the next class. Thank you. Thank you, Madar, for watching my videos.